Hello and welcome to Capital Online TV. I'm Muthoni Waweru. On to the news making headlines. President Uhuru Kenyatta now says he doesn't regret boycotting Monday's presidential debate. While admitting he watched it, he says real issues were not addressed in the debate, specifically by his main rival Raila Odinga. For example, he says Odinga did not explain what he did in the war against graft when he served in the coalition government as Prime Minister. The president has also accused the media of being openly biased against him. Over the next 12 days leading up to the general election, President Kenyatta will tour 30 counties.
Sisi tuwataka kuhakikisha ya kwamba taifa letu tumesonga mbele. Na hiyo ndio haja yetu kubwa kushinda mambo yale mengine yote. Sisi tunataka kuona Wakenya wakiwa pamoja.
On to the next news. Kenya Airways has provided a more detailed turnaround plan to address a 230 billion shilling debt while injecting operating capital. Speaking to Capital TV, former managing director and advisor to the Kenya Airways board, Mbuvi Ngunze, says the airline is negotiating with financiers, aircraft lease providers, the government and shareholders, including KLM.
The way we view the bank's debt was that it was actually more or less equity if you look at it from a relative point of view. And what we've done is allowed the banks to support the business in terms of this transition. The banks can hold that equity for up to 10 years, but they're also free to sell the equity during this period. And our view is that even though they are a significant partner today in terms of shareholder, when the approval is done by the shareholders on the 7th of August, there will still be opportunity to revisit that shareholding through new strategic partners coming in to buy out the banks or they're selling on the Nairobi Stock Exchange.
Ngunze says close to 5 billion shillings of the debt from shareholders and banks has been converted to equity, resulting in a significant dilution of the shares. Businesses in the branding sector are happy with the ongoing campaigns as they have boosted revenue. Parrot Group Director Jay Khamisi says his revenues have increased by over 70% courtesy of the branding activities, which include vehicle branding, printing of banners and roadshow truck services.
We're trying to be unique from the rest. We're coming with the different mini billboards and coming up with a proposal. What we normally do, there's something we introduce to them like market storms. Politicians have to go for the market storm. They have to have no religion during the campaign period. You don't have to have any race. You need to brand yourself and come Kenya. Yeah.
Others, such as Signal Printing Farm Director Nur Mohammed, however, says that although demand for campaign materials is on the rise, demand for other services have gone down. And finally, Longhorn publishers see huge opportunity in digital printing going forward as the government is set to roll out digital learning program. The firm has allocated 200 million shillings for the digitization of books ahead of the rollout of the digital learning program. Managing Director Simon Gigi says the firm has also set aside a further 50 million shillings every year for marketing.
We think that digital will constitute at least half of all sales made in our region in the next 2 years. And Longhorn, this very moment, is ready to seize that opportunity because the products have already been digitized. They are available in the e-learning platforms. They've been properly marketed through all our programs. And so we are just waiting for the governments to roll out the free digital devices into schools, and they will find that all the books are actually available right away at the click of a button.
Gigi says the new digital platforms will also see an increased reading culture with books readily available for everyone to read. The firm is, however, crying foul over government regulations such as taxes that have expensed books out of reach for many.
There has been a number of disruptions. Some disruptions are government-led, like the VAT on books. We have been saying that knowledge should not be taxed. We are the only country in the world that tax knowledge other than South Africa, which surprises us because it then means that less books are available to schools. For example, this dictionary is going to be 16% more expensive in Kenya than if somebody walked in Tanzania and bought it, because Tanzania has no VAT and Kenya has VAT. So it's one of the key things that has been disrupting our industry for some time.
For more on these and other stories, log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/TV. I'm Muthoni Waweru.